Good morning. Good morning. It's me, the Alpha Empath, and I am here to discuss my morning meditations. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about the dangers of polarized thinking, and let's discuss also where did the idea of what it means for a woman to be feminine, where did this come from? We want to discuss that as well. If you are watching this live, I want you to go ahead and say good morning to me. I love it when people say good morning to me. I want to know who's watching me, okay? If you are not watching this live, I want you to go ahead and hit hashtag replay. And last but not least, if you like what I got to say, go ahead and share a bitch. Love you guys. Okay, so let me go ahead and turn these comments on. Grand Rising. This is either Femi or Sandra. Don't know which one, but I'm thinking Femi or Sandra. If I'm correct about that, go ahead and say good morning. So I was up this morning and I was thinking about, okay, first of all, let me explain to you what polarized thinking is. Let me explain to you so you'll know where I'm coming from. Donald Trump, our last president, did a phenomenal job of polarizing this country. And I'm so glad that he did. I'm so glad he did because there is a need for polarized thinking at certain points. There is a need for polarized thinking. But what it does is it separates energy. So that's what it does. Polarization separates things and it helps you to see what's really in something. What happened in America, in this country, is Donald Trump got in being completely authentic. That's what I loved about him. I love the fact that he was an authentic asshole, and I respect that. I don't have to like it. I don't have to I don't have to love it, but I did fucking respect it. He came in and he said, "Hey, listen, this is who the fuck I am. I'm not going to hide my truth inside sugary bullshit for you. This is who I am. Love it or like it. It's not gonna be hard. You're not gonna be deceived. I'm gonna polarize myself for you. I'm gonna show you that I can go around and say I'm grabbing women by the pussy and that people gonna love me anyway. I am completely authentic." Our country has been built upon that. It's like, okay, you are a woman. This is your script. You can only live within this script. Good morning, Sandra. How are you? Okay. So they're like, you're a woman. This is your script. Who the fuck designed the script? You are a man. This is your script. Who the fuck designed that script? Because here's the truth. In order for you to walk in your divinity, you cannot be polarized. Let me say that again. In order for you to walk into your divinity, you cannot be polarized because source is not polarized. God is not polarized, which means that God is both male and female. Yahshua said it like this. When the Pharisees and the Sadducees came to him and they said, "Hey, Yahshua, what's up? The angels in heaven, are they male or are they female? What the fuck going on here?" And Yahshua said, "In heaven, there is no such thing. There is neither male nor female, but in heaven, they are one. They are one." And that is what I'm trying to get you guys to see. We are telling men in this polarized thinking, you cannot express emotions. You cannot be in tune with your heart. You have to control everything in order for you to be considered a man. It is bullshit. It is complete bullshit. We're telling black men, this is your narrative. Excuse me. You can be a thug. You can be a pimp. You can do this. You can do that. You can't do more than this. It is complete bullshit. We're telling white men, you need to run the world. You need to make sure that you're better than everybody else. It's complete bullshit. You are not a woman unless you can be a stay-at-home mom and surrender and submit to your husband. Because if you can't do that, and if you formulate your own ideology, you are not feminine. You are not a lady. It is complete bullshit. The scripture says it like this. I am Yahweh. I will be what I will to be. Well, we have this same power. I am Tiffany, and I will be what I will to be. It's not gender specific. It is not. Do not polarize yourself like that. Give up this conformity to the wisdom of this world, which is complete foolery to source. It's complete foolery. Do you hear me? I have masculine energy. I have masculine energy, which means that I can go out and I can build what I say that I want to build. I have feminine energy, which means that my heart is a fertile ground. And when source or when my higher self gives me a seed, which represents masculinity in spirit. Let me say this again. It represents masculinity in spirit. See, intention and desire, these kind of represent you know how let's talk about the element of air. Let's talk about the element of air. Well, the element of air represents spirit, but in the spiritual sense, that sense is masculine because it is giving you something, and that's what it means to be masculine. It's just saying I am giving you something. And when it says I am feminine, it says I am receiving something. When it says that you are alpha, that means that you are the beginning. It means that I am the roots of the tree. That's what it means. And when it says that I am omega, this is not the sense of meaning something is bad, but it says I am the completion of the tree. This is stupid human thinking that has us thinking that the first is better than the last. They are actually part of one complete fucking cycle. They're part of one complete cycle. We have a comment here. We were taught that being emotional is weak and woman-like. Thank you so much, Jonathan. You are absolutely correct, and it's bullshit. It's complete bullshit. If the energy of source can receive in the feminine, then it stands to reason that a man that is created in the image of source should be able to receive in the feminine. That just kind of makes sense, right? It makes sense, right? Okay. And also because a man, and when I'm saying man, I'm talking about a male right now, is created in the image of source, then he should also be able to give like source gives. But hold up a second. There is not only one representation of source. Just because you have a penis does not mean that you are the only image of source. Hell, I am too. And I have a vagina. And so is that motherfucking tree out there. And so is that rabbit that's running across the ravine. They're all images or creations that come from source. Source says, I will be what I will to be. So if I want to represent myself as a goddamn tree and have a purpose, that is what I am. And we got to get out of this thinking that, oh, because I am a human, because I am a man, that makes me better than everybody else. No, the scripture says this, to whom much is given, much is required. Which means that if we have all this capability, we should be servants of all. We shouldn't be hurting the tree. We shouldn't be hurting the animals. We have a more advanced biological system. We have been given more. The greatest amongst you will be servant of all. That is what makes a person a human, not the fact that they want to consume everything, not the fact that they want to kill everything, not the fact that they want to destroy everything because they think that they're better, but because they serve. What are you serving? What are you serving? See, it took me years to extrapolate out of my ideology the ideas that came from this world system about what it meant for me to be a woman, what it meant for me to be feminine, what it meant for me to be a lady. How is this world system? And how is, I'm sorry, and I really hate to use this word, but I'm going to use it this one time. How is an antiquated system of patriarchy going to define for a woman what it means to be feminine, what it means to be a lady, and what it means to be a woman? Only a woman can decide what it means to be a woman. That's it. That's it. And me representing my godlike status in my feminine divinity, I will not be reduced to do I want to use that word? Do I want to use that word, Tiffany? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use it. I will not be reduced to the role of only a wife. I won't. I'm sorry. See, ladies, let me go ahead and make this very clear to you guys. You get to choose your head. You get to determine the thing that is going to serve your being, your feminine energy, your body. This is the head. Now, me personally, I decided after I got divorced that I was going to wait on my bridegroom. That's what I decided. I said, I'm going to wait on my bridegroom. And my bridegroom, masculine energy, did not come in the form of a physical male in front of me. It did not. I had already submitted and surrendered myself to a physical male in front of me, and I found out that shit, they was just as fucked up as I was. They were. They were just as fucked up. But they were told that I should surrender and submit to them because they have a penis. And I believed it, so I did. I did, okay? However, after I began to see that they are human just like me, I recognized in my feminine divinity that the first thing that feminine energy has to be surrendered and submitted to is divine masculine energy that comes from within her. That's the first thing. She can't be a goddamn wife unless she surrendered to the masculinity that is in her. Does she know how to provide for herself? Does she know how to take care of herself? Does she know what self-care means? Or is she acting like a bond servant? See, in the scripture, it talks about Sarah and Hagar, and it says the heir will be the child from the free woman and not the bondwoman. And I had to really look at that because the emphasis was always put on Isaac and Ishmael. It was never put on what is the difference between a free woman and a bondwoman? What's the difference? So there are some women that are slaves, and then there are some women that are free. Okay, so what are we talking about here? Because does Sarah being a wife make her free? Does Hagar being a bondservant make her a slave? Well, it does if you're looking through the masculine eyes of your two eyes, but if you look with your one eye, you will see the spiritual revelation that I'm about to reveal to you. What makes a woman free is that if she is surrendered to the divinity within herself and she is not conformed to the image of a man, a human man. And this same principle applies to men as well. Who defines your feminine energy? Men. Who defines your masculine energy? Now, I understand that you go out into a world and they tell you this is what makes you a man, but that's what's making you a fucking slave. Their image of what you should be. That's what makes you the fucking indentured bond servant, the fucking slave. Because who you are, your authenticity has been stripped from you. And you see it all throughout history. When a person is becoming a slave, they take their identity. This is the same shit that's happening in marriage. It's the same shit. Yes, I don't know who this is. This is the argument that Hippolyta had in the Lovecraft series. Yes, you are absolutely correct. I don't know who gave me that wisdom right there. Oh, goddamn, it came from a damn man. You know what, Jonathan? Oh God, I be hating on you sometimes. I really do, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of impressed with you, dude. I'm just a little bit, just a little fucking bit, okay? Just a little bit. So don't take it to your head. Just a little bit. But yes, the fact that you see this shit, I'm fucking impressed with that. Seriously. But Hippolyta was a perfect example, and she was a woman that was in a series called Lovecraft. But listen, you cannot conform your divinity to what this world tells you that it should be. Whenever you do that, you are giving away your freedom, and you're actually signing up to be a slave. When a woman says, I'm giving up my sacred calling, I'm giving up my divine purpose that I choose for myself so I can surrender to the role that my husband has chosen for me, you are choosing to be a bondservant. And it's okay because I fucking chose it. And it was needed. It was needed because you don't know how precious freedom is until you've been a goddamn slave. You don't know. I didn't understand how precious my freedom was. And I didn't understand how to maintain my freedom. I had to decide what kind of woman I was going to be, what was going to be my expression of source in this lucid reality. I had to decide that. And I said, well, shit, if, Jonathan, go ahead and take that little bit. So if I'm going to decide, see, my name is Tiffany, and my name means manifestation of God. But who gets to decide what the fuck I manifest? I do. I will be what I will to be. And the example, the energy that I want represented when people think of Tiffany, the energy that I want associated with that, the feeling that I want associated with that is a woman that loves being a woman, that is enchanting to men, that can take care of herself, that can provide for herself, that can see what she wants to manifest and then fucking live it. That is what I want my representation to be. I want women to understand that being a goddess, and to be a goddess, you have to be both masculine and feminine. And the same with to be a god. You have to be both masculine and feminine. If you want to be the highest maturity of source, you have to be a man that is connected with your heart. And you have to be a woman that knows how to control her impulses, her indulgences through her crown. When a woman wants to increase her divinity, when she wants to do that, she surrenders to the higher masculine energy within herself. That is what she does. When a man wants to increase his higher vibrational energy to godlike status, he surrenders to the feminine energy of his heart. They're opposite. That's what they are. But you got to do both. The woman surrenders to her heart. This is why she guards it. She guards it with all diligence. And men do too. But she has to guard it because whatever she is allowing to be sown into her heart, she is saying, this is my motherfucking husband. So which husband are you going to pick? I chose a human husband full of his fallacies, and I allowed him to sow his seed in my sacred temple. The problem was he hadn't been sanctified. That was the problem. See, in the Bible, it teaches about the high priest. And it says that the high priest, when he entered into the Holy of Holies, and that's what my vaginal wound represents. It is the Holy of Holies. Fucking is a goddamn fucking holy experience. It should be for you as well. But if I'm going to allow a man to enter into my Holy of Holies, are you a high priest? Meaning, are you surrendered to the feminine energy that comes from the source within you? If you not, how the fuck you gonna help me? You gonna come in defiling my goddamn temple with your bond slave ass. No, no, no. Are you a high priest? Are you surrendered? Are you submitted? And if you are not, if you enter into me, you are defiling the whole temple like a fucking pig. That's what you're doing. But not only that, the scripture also says that if the high priest entered into the temple and if he was not sanctified, he died. Now, you may not understand what that means. You may not understand what that means, but let me help you to understand. Yin yang, yes, I'm assuming that is Jonathan. Yes, that is the algorithm for divinity. You have to combine your yin and yang. But as I said, polarization does not combine them. Polarization separates them. And it is ego that separates the masculine from the feminine. It's all ego, okay? So let me help you to understand something. When I say that men who are not surrendered, because being a husband is a sacred calling. It really is. It comes from the etymology or the thinking, the mindset of what am I prepared to cultivate? What am I prepared to give? What am I prepared to serve? See, there's a difference between a man that is looking for a wife, because he ain't ready to serve nothing. He looking to be served. And a man that is looking to be a husband. He's ready to serve. See, my head serves my body. It does not control my fucking body. It loves my body. And I had to get this shit aligned within me. And my body surrenders to my head because my head has finally understands how to respect and how to have actions and how to make decisions that honor my body. This is the love that the divine masculine gives the divine feminine. See, the sin of the head can always be found within the body. Always. That's how you know when the head is fucking up. But see, when the head is trying to control the body, it's saying, I don't want my sin exposed. That's what it's saying. Literally, that's what it's saying. Let's turn on some more comments here. I knew it was your ass, Jonathan. I knew it was your ass. Well, it is the end of my show. I got to get to work. I got clients I need to see. If you would like to be coached by me, you can go to my website. It's www.thealphaempath.com. If you are a woman and you are interested in understanding or you defining your role of what it means to be a woman or what it means to be a goddess or what it means to be feminine, then I encourage you. I am hosting goddess retreats. I'm hosting goddess retreats, but only for my motherfucking students. Only for my goddamn students. So I encourage you to sign up for my class, Sacred Womanhood. Reach out to me, become one of my students so I can help you ascend to your next level. I love you. And again, if you like what I got to say, go ahead and share me. Bye bye.